Hi, Leo. It's Jeffrey. It's Ripecolor. This is the reading for January 22nd through the 29th. I'm feeling very calm. I'm feeling very calm, which I think is a little unusual. Uh, how did it go? Enjoy and accept things for what they are, not for what you think they should be. All right. So maybe you've been here before, but Mexico City is a lot like New York. So, I was born and raised in New York, and I lived there for a long time until very recently. Now I live here, and they're both really big cities, so there's a lot going on. And the thing that they have most in common is it's a love-hate thing. It's a love-hate thing. You know, there are certain cities you go to and you visit, and you go, yeah, I like it. It's nice. It's this, it's that. Both New York, this is my experience, both New York and Mexico City, it's like I love them and I hate them. There's none of this in between. But now I'm in the in between moment. So go figure. Go figure. Surprise to me. So it's really late at night. It's like after 2 in the morning. And this is the only time that's really the best time to do the videos because it's so loud. It's just so loud. And there's all this background noise and it comes through in the video and it's just like not good. And so you're on my seventh sign. And I'm going to get them all through them tonight. And like this calm came over me. And the truth of the matter is, I'm a late nighter anyway. I was born at 2:30 in the morning. So this is really when I'm most productive in a way, slow and steady and productive. And I do lots of stuff during the day, but I never really feel like I accomplish anything until the night. I really don't. I don't feel like I'm up until like I don't feel like really truly awake and like excited to like 9 o'clock at night. And maybe because I'm a Scorpio, it's like I've never really slept. All right, away we go. Look at that. We start with justice. So justice is a really interesting card. I feel like there's a lot more meanings that have yet to be revealed to me about justice. Um, I always feel like justice is divine justice. It's like bringing thing. It's not just you. I always feel like it's divine justice. It's like it's a much bigger energy. It's a much bigger energy. It's like things come into balance really through no fault of my own. Like I tried or I didn't try or I put effort in or I didn't put effort in, but it all comes down and it's balanced and it's illuminated, right? Because we have the scales, she's got the sword of justice in her hand, and she's able to like cut things out that don't work anymore, but she's illuminated. And then I have the fool, and I love the fool. Who doesn't love a fool? The fool is like, if I let things lay as they are, and I accept things as they are, and I realize that it'll all come into balance one way or another, and I just let go and I leave it up to like something higher than me, higher than all of us, really. Um, then I'm able to like, the fool is like really interesting. It's the first card in the deck. It's a zero. So the zero is really about it's not, the fool. I feel like is his energy of like not the soul. It's the soul before it incarnates. So it's completely open. It's completely excited. It's like, well, I think I'm going to incarnate again, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and it's that energy of like complete open-mindedness of like, let's see what happens. And then I have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is about building something. It's about community, but it's not. I was watching this guy on YouTube, and he was talking about reincarnation. He was a rabbi, and he's sort of like teaching Kabbalah in his own little way. And he was talking about how Kabbalah is like Jewish mysticism. And it's just that there's like a really understanding, it's not really well known, but there's an understanding in Judaism of reincarnation. And his thing, like the way he opened the talk was really a bit like, do I really need to know everything? Like what's my modus operandum be like, oh, I need to know if I was a priestess of Isis in ancient Egypt. Everybody thinks they're a priestess of Isis in ancient Egypt. Okay. Um, and see, to me, the Three of Pentacles is really this energy of like the subconscious thing going on. So sometimes you meet someone, or you're in a situation, it feels like deja vu, or it feels like there's something about this person that I really relate to. Do I need to know if they were my mother or my brother or my father or my lover? It's like all I need to know is that there's a much bigger cycle going on here. Because like this is another, like it's this the zero of the cycle, and there's a much bigger picture going on here. It's like, do I need to know? It's like all I need to know is that I am somehow attached or attracted to this person, and what it doesn't even have to be sexual. I'm talking about like there's somebody or there's a situation. It's like this seems familiar. Your job is to do the best job you can do. Your job is to be open and to be loving and to be kind and to be um, helpful. Oh well, it was my past life and this and that. And it's like, yeah, but then it's sometimes it gets you stuck. It gets you stuck in like, well, this and this happened in my past life, and it's like, oh, I'm going to repeat the pattern. It's like, no, you're not. You have the opportunity to change the cycle. So your job is to build something new because it informs you, but it doesn't have to repeat the cycle. The cycle never repeats itself exactly. It's like a sunset or a sunrise. It's like it's always a little bit different. It's like, oh, I have to defend my territory. No, no, you don't. You have a high ground. I'm feeling really overwhelmed. Okay. Feeling, surrounded. Let justice take care of it. Let the cards fall where they may. Let illumination come through. You know, let illumination come through. And it's almost like, well, I'm going to pretend that we didn't have a past life. I'm just going to do what's in front of me and not get so caught up in um, what I think is the right or wrong thing. Or I'm going to drop my guard. I'm going to drop my guard to a certain extent and have faith that it's all for my benefit. This is a big leap of faith. Like that's what this whole reading, it's really this big leap of faith. Like I'll be okay. I'll be taken care of. I'll be led. I'll be mm, do something new. I can can do something new. Like that's what I'm getting. It's like, yeah, I usually do that, but I think I'm going to take a leap of faith and do something new. See what happens. Have a new experience. Allow myself to trust myself and to trust spirit enough to let things unfold as they unfold and see moment to moment what I'm going to do instead of having it all figured out in my head before, I have the whole script. It's like you meet somebody and you're already marrying them or, beating them up. And it's like you just met them. It's like, and, people change. Oh, well, I'm not saying, if you know someone's a thief, you're going to invite them into your house. I'm not saying that. But it's like if there's something, it's like, oh, I'm really curious about this. And I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone. I think we all need to be out of our comfort zones right now. I think we all need to be out of our comfort zones right now. I think that's really what's going on. I feel like all these things that we thought were solid and stable and are not. And the deeper we, this is the deeper one dives into one's heart and really one's heart, because that the heart is really the energy of the heart sends out this radiance that's so large. And you're a Leo after all. So it's really about this. Like this, the general has to follow the queen. It's as simple as that. And the queen is the heart, and the energy of the heart is so enormous. And it's really about love, and it's about feeling, and it's about compassion. And allow that to lead you. Now, I'm not saying like if you get a real intuitive head, it's like, oh, this is not going to be good. Like, then I don't think you should go into it. But if you have this, like, I don't know, I'm drawn to this, then allow yourself to be drawn. Don't check your brain at the door. Allow yourself to be led by your heart. And I've said this to you a lot. I've said this to you a lot because the thing is about Leo, I'm a Leo moon, right? The more I allow myself to love and be loved on all levels, by spirit, by others, by situations, the more tender, the more kind, the more comfortable I am. Don't even want to be comfortable. I mean, I would imagine that's something that, you know, goes through everything. It doesn't matter, how old you are, or, where you're from, or whether you're a boy or a girl, or tall or short, or it doesn't matter. Everybody wants to be comfortable. And the more I'm in my heart, the more I allow myself to be illuminated from here. Like, the more of this I expand and I share, the more expansive and sharing experiences I attract. I'm going to show you the cards. There's an illumination, a new story, something subconscious brewing, right? There's no need to be as defensive because you have the high ground. Um, you're also able to draw a line in the sand because you see the whole picture. It's not like you don't see the whole picture. You're very clear, but you're willing to try something new and plant a seed or plant a staff, so to speak, in a new land, in something that hasn't been fertile before, and you're going to make it fertile. Interesting reading, really interesting. Um, the extended readings are it's $4.99 a month. You can watch the extended for all signs. And I'm also going to be making meditations. I was going to get to them tonight, but it's really late. And I have 5 more signs to do. So I don't think so. But I'll get to them this week. and send them off. And then a guy's going to put together his video. So they'll be up soon. Anyway, please become a member. Join me for the extended. Blessings to you. It's a very exciting time. This is very new stuff. This is really about trusting your heart. Blessings.